5 former cops who killed a man by beating him to death. Well, they have now been charged. We also have newly released audio from the traffic stop of Tyre Nichols on that night. Here it is.
We got one male black running. Over there, set up for parameter.
You know, the Scorpion car pull over to East Ranger Road. You have one running on foot.
Just run that tag and see what the address. Somebody barricade.
He's fighting at this time. Check the box.
What stands out to me here is you hear what sounds like distress. Then you hear the dispatcher, it sounds like saying he's fighting at this time. But you also hear the officer say, run that tag and see what's the address. The question is, did they not run the tag when they first pulled him over, which often officers do, especially if they are coming up onto a car? And so it is a question as to the sequence of things here.
I have a lot of questions. Put up the picture of the victim they killed, full mass. Let me remind everyone of one issue inside of this case that has troubled me from day one. According to the original report, they were pulling him over for a traffic issue he committed a day before. That was part of the narrative in the beginning. Already, this is crazy as hell. Those officers have now been charged. 2 Memphis Fire Department EMTs were also relieved of duty pending the outcome of an internal investigation in connection to the death of Mr. Tyre Nichols. The MFD said the employees were involved in the initial patient care of Nichols. The fact that they have been let go says to me that they were not involved in actually caring for Mr. Nichols. The Memphis Fire Department did not identify the 2 people facing discipline or say if they were firefighters. It was also not clear if the employees were being paid while not working or if they would eventually return to their duties. As we covered prior, Memphis PD announced on January 20th that 5 officers were fired from left to right. Let's put them up, okay? Scumbags. Now, I have not seen the video. I got a phone call from a city official a few days ago, this week. That city official told me that it is the worst thing he has ever seen. When he watched the video, he said he was so upset that he wanted to run out into the streets himself. He said, Doc, you're gonna have to prepare yourself for this. Let's put the pictures of those cops back up. I trust what the official said to me. And to those who believe somehow these individuals deserve the benefit of the doubt, or they deserve some kind of grace from me or from you, you're sadly mistaken. You see, they engaged in such evil that it shocks the conscience of me and others. The descriptions we have heard from those who are familiar, from the family who has already seen the video, from Ben Crump who has watched it, is extreme. Per CNN, Justice Smith, Emmitt Martin III, Taddarius Bean, Demetrius Haley, and Desmond Mills are each facing charges of second-degree murder and aggravated assault, as well as 2 charges of aggravated kidnapping, 2 charges of official misconduct, 1 charge of official oppression. That's according to the Shelby County Criminal Court and Shelby County Jail records. Earlier on Wednesday, the Office of U.S. Attorney Kevin Ritz for West Tennessee held a morning press conference giving an update for their civil rights investigation. What was new Wednesday is that the U.S. Attorney's Office confirmed that it is in fact a criminal rights investigation meaning criminal charges from the federal government could be in store for all those involved in the death of Mr. Nichols. The criminal aspect was not in the original announcement of the federal government from that office last week. It is now in the record, all right? Memphis Police Chief, all right? Sarah Davis also released this video concerning the Nichols case yesterday. Here it is.
This is not just a professional failing. This is a failing of basic humanity toward another individual. This incident was heinous, reckless, and inhumane. And in the vein of transparency, when the video is released in the coming days, you will see this for yourselves. I expect you to feel what the Nichols family feels. I expect you to feel outrage in the disregard of basic human rights, as our police officers have taken an oath to do the opposite of what transpired on the video. I expect our citizens to exercise their First Amendment right to protest, to demand action and results. But we need to ensure our community is safe in this process. None of this is a calling card for inciting violence or destruction on our community or against our citizens. What comes next is our defining moment. What we all do next can be that reflection of our character. It is my intent as a proactive measure to ensure that a complete and independent review is conducted on all of the Memphis Police Department's specialized units, and the commitment of my executive leadership to ensure that policies and procedures are adhered to in our daily encounters with the citizens we are sworn to serve. In the days ahead, I ask that you continue to pray for the family of Tyre Nichols, the Memphis Police Department, and our great city.
Yeah, and get rid of them damn corrupt ass cops you have. All of this positioning, posturing, is going to be bad, but we need you to behave. Understand this, Chief, and to everybody who's playing this game. Let's release an audio today. Let's release a little bit of the video, maybe this week, maybe next week. Let's keep doing PSAs to let people know, it's bad, but we need you to not be violent. Listen, I do not condone violence, but I don't condone this either. Holding information that the public has a right to know. Let me tell you what else I'm sure you're holding on to. The background of these officers. I already know for a fact that one of the cops had a problematic record working in corrections. I already know that. I will expose it more fully after the tape comes out. It's important that you, as an agency, understand why people are so upset. This is my gripe with how this is being handled by the city. They continue to talk to people who have not killed anybody as if they're the problem. You see, if you did a press conference and showed how angry you were, like the one you do when there's a gang-related killing, those kind of press conferences. The press conference that says, we're gonna make a damn example out of these thugs, those press conferences. You don't hold those press conferences when the gang wears blue. I'm talking about police blue. That part would at least show that you have humanity. There's more. Let's put up the DA, all right? So you have the Shelby County DA, Steve Mulleroy, told the Associated Press investigators probing Nichols' January 7th arrest, want to complete as many interviews as possible before releasing the video this week or next week. The DA feared that releasing the video too early in the investigation could influence witnesses and has asked for patience from the public, okay? You got the video. The video's there, all right? So damn sad. And I gotta say this, these are black cops. These are black cops. There's a special place in hell for you gentlemen. I hope your mama hates you for the rest of your lives. All right, Ben, thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, everything about this is just absolutely sickening. I mean, a traffic stop A traffic stop. Like, let's sit back and think about this. This is a problem that basically every other country in the world has figured out. They put cameras on their streets, right? They put cameras on their streets and the parking spaces and all these things. So if you're committing a traffic violation, it takes a picture of you, takes a picture of your license plate, and you never see a cop. I lived in Germany for like 4 years when I was in the military, and you would literally not see police around the street unless they were actively responding to something. So like, first and foremost, at just like the entry point of this, it doesn't make sense to have people with guns responding to traffic stops. That literally makes no sense. You were putting life and death danger into a situation that does not necessitate it in any way, shape, or form. Like, so that's just the starting point. Then on top of this, we're expected to give these people more money. Like, literally, even the Democrats in Congress right now are trying to increase police spending across the country. They're trying to put 100,000 more cops across the street, when last year was the most deadly. Police killed the most amount of people last year than any other year. So they keep killing people and they get more money. And there are literally people across this country that are desperate, begging for housing, and there's no money for that. But no, the city of Atlanta is building housing. They're building fake apartment buildings in cop cities so that they can practice raiding people's homes and killing them like they've been doing across the country. So we get fake apartment buildings that cops can use to practice killing people, but we can't get real apartment buildings for people to actually live in. Because I know this is like wild, but maybe crime might actually go down if people weren't like terrified for their lives of like homelessness. Maybe perhaps there wouldn't be so much drug addiction in this country if people had like a decent amount of community instability. Heaven forbid we give public defenders money. Heaven forbid we give public housing money. No, we have to sink all this money into giving these cops ridiculous amount of tanks so they can kill people, and then they tell us, hey, don't protest too much, be calm, be calm. You be calm while these police officers run around killing people. You be calm while a police officer holds a gun to your face for a traffic stop. Like, this is just disgusting. It's just disgusting. And all of like the Democrats that are on board with this, they're pathetic weasels, and we cannot let them get away with this too, because like fundamentally, we need to be divesting from police departments and investing in communities. That is what will actually reduce crime. That is what will actually make people safer. Because right now, we are just putting gas onto a fire.
Will said, public safety and policing are two different things. Public safety is your overall goal. Policing is a small part of that dynamic. What works for your public safety goals? That is the question you start with and end with, period.